Heath Paints.
Hello, and welcome to another Print and Paint Kickstarter Countdown. I have 11 new campaigns to share with you this week, so let's get right into it. The Valley, Natural Elements and Miniatures by Netting of Italy. Their second Kickstarter campaign. This one is pretty simple. There are trees, and rocks, and apes. The apes you can get as STL files, printed miniatures, and painted printed miniatures. The rocks and trees do not say printed, and are only available as painted or unpainted resin minis, so they might be cast. The campaign runs to February 2nd, with the STL files expected in February and physical minis in March. Frog Pope, Enamel Pins and Miniatures by Rachel Canepa of the United States, her second Kickstarter. In addition to pins and stickers, this cute little Frog Pope comes as one of several sizes of printed resin miniature. You can get an STL file, 28 or 48mm minis. The 85mm minis are already gone, unless you get the one-of-a-kind tier that comes with the painted one shown here, as well as one of each of the others unpainted. And an epic Frog Pope has been unlocked, which will be about 150mm. This campaign ends on February 2nd, with expected rewards ranging from February to April. Kingdom of Shadows, 3D Printable Knights and Demons by Black Skull Studio of Mexico, their first Kickstarter. The core set includes 4 knights, Valina, Galahad, Bedivere, and Karak, as well as 4 demon kings, Abaddon, Valak, Executioner, and Paimon. They come in 2 different 50mm poses, both with and without supports. There are 4 more minis, including beasts for both sides, in the stretch goals, as well as a long list of what else could be for after that. You can get the whole set with stretch goals, and you can get a commercial license as well. The campaign runs until February 4th, with rewards expected the same month. Bases Hot Madness, a complete set of custom bases for your tabletop by Mojibake, their 4th Kickstarter campaign. Also, check them out on Patreon. There are 6 different styles of base here, starting with Egypt, Greece, and Maya in ancient worlds, fantasy and Norse bases, alien, horror, and post-apocalypse, Asian bases, Welcome to Nurkton, gnome bases and accessories, as well as 4 sets from their Patreon campaigns. There is also sci-fi, pirates, and Old West bases in the stretch goals. You can get the whole set, and you can also get a commercial license. This campaign ends on January 17th, with rewards expected in February. Eldritch Century, 3D Printable Miniatures and Tales. There were many names listed, but the most prominent groups were Draco Studios for the RPG, Draco Forge Miniatures, and Lair seems to be handling promotions, all of Mexico. This is the 3rd Kickstarter campaign Lair has run, and the previous 2 were pretty impressive. And Draco Studios has 6 under their belt, including the original Eldritch Century books. This campaign includes 15 sets, as well as a bunch of RPG books. Eldritch Century is an alternate history RPG where Great War era Europe became covered in a strange mist of eldritch horror. There are 6 packs representing nations, and 1 with mutant mist survivors. There are also 6 sets of monsters, as well as 2 sets that no longer fit perfectly in the lore, but you might still like. You can get 1, 4, 10, or all 15 sets of minis, as well as different tiers for the RPG books, novels, and everything together. This campaign ends on January 21st, with expected rewards in February. Sci Fi Scenery Pack 3 3D Printable Models for Your Tabletop by Caledonia Miniatures of the United States, their 7th Kickstarter. This pack contains 5 tanks, plus several smaller vehicles, some portals and other sci-fi scatter terrain, 4 dice towers, and 4 sci-fi tiles. If you like these, then Sci-Fi Scenery Packs 1 and 2 are also available. You can pick up Pack 3, Packs 1, 2, and 3 together, and you can get commercial licenses for any or all 3. This campaign ends on February 4th, with rewards expected in March. Novus Landing 3D printable sci-fi minis, terrain, and spaceships by EC3D Designs of the United States. Their 10th Kickstarter campaign. This one is 3 different sets: miniatures, scatter terrain, and spaceships, each with associated stretch goals, all designed to print support free. The minis include humans, aliens, creatures, androids, drones, and more. The spaceships range in complexity from fighters to impressive multi-floor ships, and the scatter terrain includes everything you need to make a sci-fi cantina or a spaceport. You can get any 1, 2, or all 3 sets. The campaign runs until January 31st, with rewards expected in February. Complete Scatter Collection. STL files for 3D printing by Mia Kay of the United States, her 7th Kickstarter campaign. She also has one of the top supported miniature campaigns on Patreon. This set collects all of Mia's scatter terrain, appropriately scattered across the web, from Patreon to Thingiverse. All here either support free or pre-supported. They are split into 5 categories: spell effects, aquatic, spooky, cave, and some general fantasy scatter terrain. You can pick up the whole set, and you can also get a merchant license. This campaign goes to January 29th, with rewards expected in March. Sci-Fi Dwarves Command Squad 28mm white metal minis by Macrocosm, their 19th Kickstarter campaign, and 5th involving sci-fi dwarves. There's a command squad with lasguns and a hammer sergeant, 2 special weapons with 4 weapon variants, and 8 sculpts of the Thunder Squad, of which you get 4, with a hammer sergeant, and they have 3 weapon variants. The rest, available as add-ons, appear to be from a previous campaign. You can get just the command squad, or a set of 20 including one of everything. You can also select any of them as add-ons. This campaign ends on January 31st, with rewards expected in March. Union Asunder 3D printable American Civil War Armies by Henry Turner of the United Kingdom, who has 3 previous Kickstarter campaigns, all miniature historical ships. Here, the Union and Confederacy batter away at each other in scalable 15 or 28mm miniatures. There are Union infantry and Confederate infantry, with a Parrott gun and crew in the works, and saber-armed cavalry planned for the core sets, and the stretch goals stretch out pretty far. You can get the core set in scalable 15mm, pre-supported multi-part 28mm, or as a blender file with rigged posable figures, giving you unlimited customizability. The campaign goes to January 24th, with rewards expected in July. 70 3D printable Dungeons & Dragons monsters by critic.co.uk, their 4th miniature-related Kickstarter campaign, with an additional 10 dice-related campaigns. Here we have a range of animal companions for your adventurers, and some animals more of the wild beast variety, including a gargantuan T-Rex and a Tarrasque, with some babies and Tinker Toys to boot. As a bonus, get animals from a previous campaign that will need scaling to fit with these ones. Just one tier, and that includes everything. The campaign ends on February 8th, with rewards expected in March. Thanks for watching, everyone. Which was your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.